E.G. Huck picks Catalina. Yeah, so I was saying is I sponsor matches. I just want to get pros paid, man. I have plenty of money, and I want to give it. I love StarCraft to death. I've been watching it since I saw T.S. Gurr play fucking boxer, dressed like Power Rangers back when I was a kid on like 56K dial-up. And ever since then, man, I've loved StarCraft to death. It's my favorite game of all time. It's the hardest game of all time. It's the most challenging game of all time. It's the smartest game of all time. And I love it to death, and I'll put as much money as I possibly can forever. So, this is the PSL third tournament. After the sixth one, all the winners and runner-ups will play for $500. Winner takes all. And obviously, both these players have already qualified, but someone today is going to win $50, and someone's going to win nothing except the qualification. But in the, what do you call that? I guess that would be the 8 o'clock position. We have our Terran player, our Team Gravity player, who's one win away from getting $50 more from me. We have Team Gravity's DeeMo. Huck's mad, he has to keep playing. He'd probably be staying up late, though. I agree. It's getting pretty late. It's already, what, 12:30? But this has been a great series so far, man. This is PBT. You got Evil Geniuses Huck versus Gravity's DeeMo. I mean, come on. Could you ask for a better finals than this? Huck didn't want to play anymore, but I'm sure he's just tired. Plus, at the end of the day, this is all about just getting into the $500 tournament. Not that it really matters to him anyway, but, winning $500 is no joke. Especially just for playing a couple games. So we have racks opening here with no gas, and the gas certainly comes on 13, as it normally should. And let's see if Huck doesn't get out his frustrations with something nice and quick. Yeah, man. So thank you all for coming out. Thank you all for watching, supporting. And we do this every other Thursday. The tournaments are open for everybody. You can play. Usually it starts at around Diamond League at least, just because you're playing against guys of this caliber. But we had a lower league tournament before. Someone tried to cheat, so that kind of messed it up. But we're going to have a GM player actually offer free coaching to the winner of the lower bracket, which would keep someone who's GM from playing in the first place, because there's no money involved. But when money was involved, obviously people tried to cheat. I understood that. It was a bummer. But what are you going to do? But right now we got two great North American Grandmasters that are playing. And DeeMo comes in for the Scout. Everything looks pretty normal so far. Standard Protoss opener. And we see DeeMo taking his early command center. It looks like he's now going to try and bother Huck from expanding here. But it will be a short-lived plan, because the Zealot has claws that are very aggressive and will obviously chase this poor motherfucker down the road. Huck sends his early little stalker out, do a scout as he lays his Nexus down. Excuse me. And he's just going to probe up for a while. And good thing, because if he finds DeeMo, realizing that DeeMo's certainly not making units, he is making his second racks. He start beginning to make Marines, but second and third racks. So I imagine that both these barracks will come up with tech labs. They'll get stim, concussive shell, and combat shield. Do a nice stim timing right over here, but this Reaper is going to jump here, gets his Jordans, and makes the jump. Right, he's going to get the robotics scout right at the perfect time, and he almost gets surrounded by some probes. But DeeMo shows his micro skills, and this Reaper's going to do a little bit of damage. Now that the Stalker's out, the Reaper's life is expectancy. He better up his life insurance premiums right now, because I think he's going to explode. And your wife is going to be stuck with the bill. No! He makes the leap. The boots of Spring Hill Jack. Mother, of course, says, "Get the fuck out of my territory, motherfucker." So, even supplies here. We have DeeMo beginning to start droning up his command center. I say droning up all the time, no matter what. But I'd say they have an even probe count. This robotics is going to start. I would imagine it's either an observer. Yep. And we haven't seen any type of anything else besides Colossus tech here, so we'll see. Huck chases off the Reaper on this side of the wall. He says, "I've seen the wildlings and the White Walkers, my friend." He's trying to tell all of his buddies. And, Reaper's going to get out alive. Oh, no, he's going to get caught by the Mothership Core and blasted. Disappears into dust. What a shame. What a shame. Huck sends over his observer here. He's going to check out a nice view of the Terran base. Hopefully he can get this scout on the factory. And, this is a nice little bio force, you know, no medevacs yet, obviously, but once stim is done, I mean, this is going to be able to turn it on, take some drugs, and kill the Nexus pretty quick, so Huck needs to worry about this. He'll obviously have photon overcharge. A couple stalkers will liquefy in front of stimmed bio. And I think he knows it. Huck starts some photon cannons. Starts his robotics play. I just don't know if there's time going to be. This timing, this stim timing is going to hit right before Colossus can even begin to be produced. He's going to photon overcharge. He's going to get some force fields off, but no medevacs. This photon overcharge is eventually going to do it. But let's see if he can just target down the Nexus. He targets down the army. He does not go up the ramp. The great force fields from Huck. Great time warp. And it looks like DeeMo's army's going to die here. Now he's going to get the Mothership Core. I believe Huck dances it away. I think he was a missed micro Q there. Huck out of an army supply. And I have a feeling Huck maybe didn't want to play this anymore, and he's okay with just getting in for the 500 tournament and letting DeeMo win the $50. But the evil genius player doesn't need to prove anything to anybody. And it looks like here that DeeMo might take it. As the green begins to trickle across the map, he takes out his forge. He still rips in some stalkers, but those marauders alone are just going to completely decimate those. And I'm not feeling good for Huck here. He's warping his he's chrono boosting his warp case. He's trying to stay in this game. I shouldn't have said what I said, but he's trying to stay in this game. He definitely holds. And the supplies are pretty even. I will say this: Huck has been playing great defense tonight. Absolutely fantastic defense, and he's coming out with the Colossus here, remaking his forges. Twilight Council, either going for that Templar archives or obviously the next round of upgrades. But it doesn't look like DeeMo's making his third. Oh yes, he is. I'm sorry, making his third base. Getting a reactor on the factory. I imagine it's going to be for Widow Mines and Widow Mine drops, as that's been the most successful strategy for DeeMo so far against Huck tonight. But listen, Huck's about to start pumping out Colossus, and he's getting Thermal Lance. So let's see what he does with this Twilight Council, though. Let's see if he either builds something with a Templar Archives or if he starts an upgrade. So DeeMo's out front. He's got medevac support now, and he's going for a drop in the main. He's going to pull Huck out of position, but Huck is there with the Colossus. Takes that big step over that wall. Says, motherfucker, do you see these legs? Do you see my thighs? My agility, my flexibility. I do yoga every morning. Colossus does the downward dog. I'm only kidding around. I'm just totally messing up here. Whoa, 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 whoa. So DeeMo with about a 20 supply lead, but Huck taking his third base. I don't think he takes this army that seriously, and he probably shouldn't, considering he's got 2 Colossus and a bunch of fucking Zealots. And this army's going to get decimated if it even tries to engage. It'll get force fielded to shit. The medevacs are going to have to pick up. He's got balls. These guys got balls. They're stimming forward. I think it's foolish. Wow. The big drop in the main. Lays down the Widow Mine. The Photon Overcharge goes off. The Mothership Core backs up. The Zealot's going to get hit, take that Widow Mine. Shields drop, and they're going to be killed shortly off here, but he can't... Huck can't pull his army away if this army's here. 2 Widow Mines in his base. You don't want them. I mean, they got tremendous damage ability. 125, 35 plus shield, so wowzers. Do that math. So Huck's splitting his army up pretty good here. He's covering both sides. And DeeMo retreats and starts his own third base. Well, obviously he doesn't start, just lands his command center and starts muling the shit out of the minerals. DeeMo, very sneaky with a medevac up here. We should keep an eye on that one. Huck with some stalkers, trying to clear out this area here. And he does not see this at all. He has no observer in place. His observer might just barely catch this. Yep. He sees it. He sees it. Huck has to see it. No, he does not. He doesn't see it. There's a couple cannons here, but Stin Marauders are going to take that down. Photon Overcharge goes on. It's going to take out this. No problem. He shouldn't lose anything, and he might even lose the medevac. Thing is, though, the big Terran army is making a push for this third base. The Colossus are out of position, but there are 3 coming with a massive warping of Stalkers. Is there enough Protoss to deflect this? There's 4 Vikings, tons of Marauders. They have 1-0 upgrades. The Vikings have 0 upgrades, and we have 3 medevacs. DeeMo with about a 30-40 supply lead, but Huck with the Colossus and the Blink Tech. An aggressive blink forward. Medevacs have to blast to get out of the way. And Huck says, dude, I got 3 Colossus. I'm not afraid of you. And he's walking forward. Now I can see DeeMo picking up and doing a massive Doom Drop here. And he still has a couple guys in the main, but they're going to be easily cleaned up by this warp in. And here we go. Here's the thing. The Force Fields goes down. The Colossus are using their perfect position around this thing and the Force Fields to use their range, and the Thermal Lance are just melting away the bio. The supply gap is closing, but we're running out of anything else besides Colossus here. And it looks like Huck's army is being cleaned up. And that could just be... that could be it. He loses his big tech. He opens up a lot more warp gates. He's going to warp in tons of minerals. He's getting charge. His Zealots will have charge soon. These Vikings really don't have anything to shoot anymore, but there's enough Marauders that I think these Stalkers are just going to be, not going to be able to handle it. They're not going to be able to handle it. They're going to do it a blink forward, and, good. Can he do it? Oh my god, can he do it? He backs it up. He's down by 50 supply. Big warp in here. But this third base is exposed. Huck's got great control. I mean, obviously self-proclaimed, if you know him, but he's doing great here. His defense all day has been great, but DeeMo's pressure is doing... it's pretty heavy. The Photon Overcharge goes off. Mothership's going to go down. Nothing but gateway units, but he does have charge lots and blink stalkers. The Vikings land and they're shooting their guns. They're being killed. Oh my god, Huck is literally clearing this up. Supply 122 to 145 of DeeMo's. DeeMo begins to macro up. He starts some upgrades. He starts more Marauders. Huck with +2. And his third base is untouched. He was even getting his third set of gases. Huck is still very much in this game. He has 1 Colossus and tons of Zealots. The Stalkers are walking on what looks like a suicide mission into a ton of Stin Marauders. He loses 1. As you can see, there's tons of green spewing across the map. 1 Colossus and a Photon. No. 2 Colossus and tons of Zealots. A lot of Stim Bio, but again, it seems like it's been the story of the night. A 30 supply lead for DeeMo. Starts his 4th base up here, very much out of the way. Probably not going to be seen by Huck unless he deliberately looks for something like that. So that could be a lot of income boost. And he's got the infrastructure. I mean, he's got what? Fucking 10 barracks, tons of mules, tons of tech labs, tons of reactors. I mean, his bio pump is going to start really getting aggressive. And I just don't know if Huck has the reinforcements after he loses this army, which he eventually is going to no matter what. The Mothership Core walks right into danger, gets killed. The charge lots go forward. The Colossus step forward. The Zealots are running. They back up. They're losing their shields. The Colossus, though, have a lot of damage output. They're causing the Marauders to have to back up. There's nothing. The army, the majority is medevacs, and they have to turn around. The Archons are getting the splash damage, and the Marauders are nothing left. Huck has cornered this army, and a lot of the medevacs. Oh, one escapes with no health, 15 health whatsoever. Huck gets his 4th base. And now he's on the offensive with 3 Colossus and 2 Archons. What a game. What defense from Huck. What defense. So we have that Storm Tech. They have storms ready. Wow. Huck. DeeMo still has the supply lead, and there's a big. Well, there's only 3 here, but he's got a lot of production, and these Stalkers are able to blink up into the production line if they can. These storms are going to be able to zone out this entire Terran ball. The Planetary Fortress is also going to deflect a lot of this, but these storms are fantastic. Oh my God, the Vikings are all going to disintegrate. Massive drop by Dino in the main base of Huck. Takes out a lot of tech, a lot of gateways. Stin bio against charge last. There's just that's not a contest, and there's nothing here. So Huck engages. Whoa, my mouse goes everywhere. Huck steps forward on the Planetary Fortress. He's losing items. 152 to 116. Doom drop in the main base. The main nexus is going to go down. A lot of the gateways are going to go down, and Huck has to pull back. He still has 3 base production. He does a massive warp in. These medevacs have no life and no energy. Any more stims in these Marines and these Marauders are done. Now, there's nothing that can shoot up in the air here. If they lift off, he's going to be able to escape here. These Blink Stalkers just use their blink. They miss it. DeeMo's going to escape. Wow, this is an unbelievable game. If DeeMo wins, this is the end. If Huck wins, there will be a Game 7. And Huck has been playing great D. A 4-base Protoss. Well, no, 3-base. Double Colossus. Upgrades. 3-3 coming from DeeMo. He does not have 3-3, just 3 attack. He'll have 3-2. Huck will have 2-2. God, Colossus do so much damage. Not that they do so much, but they just do it in that great formation. The other robotics facility goes down. DeeMo is all over the place. And his Terran bases are starting to look like a Zerg base. Just long strips of bases, tons of SCVs, tons of income, tons of production. The supply count does not do it justice, but this army is, in fact, powerful. Huck might be able to just walk across the map and contest with this, especially if he has Templars with Storm, which he does not. Yes, he does. He has some here. Now, there are a couple ghosts. DeeMo's got some ghosts, so Huck's going to have to watch out. But we're about to see a big engagement here. Here it goes. Ooh, these guys say, ooh, I'm not sure. I am not sure, but they used their blink already. Oh, the stim forward. Okay. I'm nervous for Huck here. He's got Templars in good positions down ramps. He'll have a couple good storms he can get off. But DeeMo wants this win. He wants the money. These Stalkers are going to get caught, perhaps. No? Good blink forward. Let's see if the storm drops. Yes! Great storm from that Templar. Now, these medevacs have tons of energy, though, so he's trading energy for energy, so to speak. And DeeMo, listen, the army supplies have never been closer this entire game. Looks like DeeMo's going here. Going to use this high ground advantage. 4 Colossus, Archons, Storms, Stalkers. Charge, blink. This Protoss army is no joke. 2-2 armor, 2-2 upgrades against 3-2 Terran. Huck is starting his 5th base. So 5 bases versus 5 bases. Maxed out army versus maxed out army in the finals of the PSL. Pretty cool, guys. Thank you for sticking with me. Thanks for watching the chat. My name is Wisecracks. Follow me on Twitter. I'm a stand-up comedian. And I love StarCraft. And wow, a massive EMP goes down those Stalkers. All those shields are down. One or two of those Marauder shots and they're killed. And he's just walking forward. He knows that these guys are too bruised up. The Colossus are out of position. DeeMo is just going to steamroll this entire Nexus. He doesn't want to clump up too much because of Storm. He's susceptible to Storms. He's stepping forward. He's stepping forward. The Colossus, here they come. Big, big fight. The Vikings are going down, but they're taking Colossus with them. Can he just get the Nexus? One stim with an A click, a right click on this Nexus, and it goes down. The Colossus, the EMP goes down. All the shields are done. DeeMo has to pick up and bail, and Huck, for the first time this game, has the supply lead. He has no shields on his army, but goddamn, does he have the supply lead. We may be going to a game of 7 here, people. This army's coming back in, maybe to get this, but there is a Storm left with this Templar. And these Marauders have nothing. A Storm would kill them. Oh, nice Storm. And another Storm comes in to get the rest of them. No more threat. And then massive feedbacks on the... Wow. Unbelievable micro from Huck. He takes the 30 supply lead. The biggest of the series so far for him. Except for Game 1, obviously, when he was dominating with that... in Game 2 with that next proxy Nexus beatdown. But... Now, DeeMo, listen, he's got 5 or 6 bases. He's got income. But Huck's got the Colossus and the Storm. And we will see what he can do here. Looks like Huck's thinking about backing up a little bit here. Doesn't want to blow it. I think he just realized about this base. Yep, just found it. Realizes he should probably back up, that he can't really deliver a massive blow by even killing any one of these bases, just because this one is almost mined out and all these SCVs are going to run over here most likely, or begin wherever this one lands, which I imagine will be here, or here, or here. But these Stalkers are going to go up here. Now, this is a planetary fortress, so these Stalkers are not going to be able to do any damage. Well, I take that back. They're going to be able to outrange all the SCVs. And it's going to draw a lot of DeeMo forces out of position here. Huck with great blink micros just literally picking off SCVs here. And his massive army is coming this way. And it looks like we're going to go to a Game 7, I would imagine. Unless DeeMo can turn it around here. I've been wrong all night. Huck has great income. Well, actually, the income's about even. It looks like actually Terran's got a little bit more, so maybe I should stop talking so quickly. This is a lot of Protoss army just out in the open here. The Colossus are completely exposed. Oh, the Vikings, you were so close. They could have got a couple free Colossus kills. But the massive Storms destroy tons of SCVs from DeeMo, and his planetary fortress is going to go down, unfortunately. And Huck has a great map control. He has great tech. And looks like he's just cannoning up his expansions here. Storms on just a couple units, but he figured he was going to lose those Templar anyway. And that's a big loss, though, for Huck. Losing a lot of Templar. But an army filled with 2-2 Archons and 2-2... Here we go. This is the massive fight. This could determine everything. Couple Storms go off. Those Vikings are weak. But there's enough that they can really drop those Vikings. I mean, they can really drop the Colossus. The Colossus are being dropped. E.G. Huck's army is being decimated. Both armies are falling. They just went from maxed out armies to 120 to 140. DeeMo's production is still good. He's still making Vikings. He's still making Ghosts. He's still making Marines. Huck sees everything. He steps forward with the Colossus. He steps forward with these Storms. The Storms go off, and oh my god, the Terran army is literally disintegrating in front of everybody. Oh my god, DeeMo's going to go sub 100 supply, but so's Huck. Huck's tech goes down. He's got just nothing but Storms and Stalkers here. Oh my god, I can't believe this. We have 5 bases and there's no armies. DeeMo's got to evacuate the mules, and he makes a sad face. Huck may have sealed it. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Holy wedding cakes. Holy F4 250. Now, looks like DeeMo's going for an SCV pull. Oh, no. No. Now, this Zealot Warpin is all the way over to here. Now, it's a Planetary Fortress. Those Zealots will not be able to do damage there. And DeeMo's walking across here where there's just tons of cannons and tons of storms. We'll see what can be done here. See, this should be cleaned up very simply. These Zealots should not do a lot of damage, but DeeMo is just getting stormed all over the place. He's going to have to GG any minute. Game 7. Looks like we're going to a Game 7, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the third time today I've said that, so let's wait till the game ends. But again, now Huck has almost twice the supply lead. Commanding lead with all the bases. He's got massive expansions. DeeMo lands right in front of a High Templar who nods his head and gives him a force up, but is going to force this lift off, and I don't think this is going to get away with the blink. And I imagine DeeMo's going to GG any minute. And I'm going to absolutely piss myself, so even though we're not going to take a break before Game 7, I may, during the countdown, before I do the introductions, I may just have to run and piss really fast, so you got to forgive me. It's freaking 1 in the morning here. So Huck absolutely doubles the supply of DeeMo here, but DeeMo doesn't want to give up because he still has 4 bases that are mining. Now this Templar is here to just drop storms on these SCVs. Small attacking here. DeeMo just doesn't have the forces to deal with this stuff. This is really all his army, his only army here, and it's about to get destroyed. So I would imagine GG comes any second, and Huck brings us to a Game 7. G frickin' G, babies.